This documentary covers the death of a child and child abuse. All information is drawn directly from official interrogation footage and is presented strictly for informational and documentary purposes.
In all the years that I've been doing this, I know for a fact this is not from scratching. We see marks like this from a straight tool that was used, a belt, a rope, a switch, something like that. A linear mark. This is what we call definitely signs that this child was punished with some type of branch, stick, whatever. Some type of tool was used to cause this injury, not a scratch. It's a ligature mark. So I know that this child did not come to your home with this on her body. So this occurred while you had her with you.
I told you, she didn't come home with them.
She was in your custody when she was injured here. I know for a fact.
That's what I told you.
You can't tell me no different.
That's what I told you.
Okay, so how did she receive that scratch?
I told you she was scratching all over it. But you say it's not a scratch, but I know.
How did she receive this scar on her body that I'm telling you had to have come from a linear tool? A branch, a extension cord, a rope, something like that, a thin tool used.
I don't have rope, I don't have extension cord, I don't use extension cord.
You don't have extension cord?
I have extension cord, but I don't use extension cord. In my extension cord that I have, it's not long, it's like the short one where the different...
What you just watched is a detective telling a trained nurse that the marks on her 6-year-old adopted daughter's body are not from scratching. They are ligature marks, the kind left by a belt, a rope, or a switch. The child's name was Somaya. She died on a Saturday while her adoptive mother, Gina Emanuel, was away, leaving her in the care of a babysitter. Gina is a registered nurse with years of medical training. She adopted multiple children, including Somaya, through the foster care system. And for nearly 9 hours in this interrogation room, she answered every question about Somaya's injuries. The bruises, the burn marks, the open wounds, the loop scars, with a different explanation every time. Today, we are going to walk through this interrogation from beginning to end, because what unfolds inside this room is something every person who cares about children needs to understand.
So, throughout the day, you were calling to check on the kids, or the first time that when Misty called you to tell you about Somaya?
No, I called around 10.
You called around 10?
Yeah, and she said everybody's okay. And at 12, that's when she left me a voicemail on my, I don't know what she was calling. I didn't get the phone call. She left me a voicemail on WhatsApp. She told me that she just threw up and stuff like that. I said, okay, it's okay. And I called. I said, it's okay because maybe the expectorate is bringing the phlegm from her chest. You know?
Do you still have that voicemail?
Your partner took it. Let me look for it. And because I'm treating Jovan, the one that was on the scene, because I'm treating Jovan and I know exactly, you understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You was treating Jovan?
No, because of Jovan's ailment with the upper respiratory problem, so I know exactly, you understand what I'm saying, when to jump, when not to jump. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't see any need for me to jump.
So what you're saying is at 12 o'clock, Ramista gave you a call.
Yeah, around 12-ish, around one time. She told me that she just threw up. She just finished eating, she threw up. I said, okay, no problem. Maybe it's the effect of the Robitussin that's bringing the phlegm up. Okay, I said, I was on my way anyway. I said, I'm on my way. And she says, okay. And around 5-ish, she called me and she started. I can use the blanket.
If you need a blanket, I can get you a blanket.
Yes, please.
All right.
And then so she said that, she told me that, Miss Gina, the way I see somebody, you're going to take her to the hospital. I said, is she okay? She said, oh yeah, she's okay. I said, do you want me to call 911? Because I know I was a distance. She said, no, everything is okay, I'm cold. Everything is okay. I'm like, okay. So at 5:30, she called me again. I'm like, that's when I called the pediatrician. I called Alex. I said, Alex, Maya's not doing well. I really have to take him to the hospital because I don't know which hospital to take him because some doctors they go to a certain hospital. He told me to go to Jackson. I said, okay. So when I got a call, I said, Dr. Alex, I just got a call that Maya's not doing well. That she needs to go to the hospital. And then he told me, okay, I can go in and take her to Jackson. I said, okay. So when I got home, I found my dad on the toddler bed.
And at that time, she told you she threw up.
She threw up since 12 o'clock.
Since 12
And
o'clock.
and she ate lunch, and she also ate her snack.
Okay.
And how do you know she ate her lunch and ate her snack?
That's what was reported to me
By who?
by Winnet in Ayana. And the only thing she didn't eat, it was her dinner. She didn't eat.
Okay. I'm just trying to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it just kind of makes me feel like it's a little strange
Mhm.
that she keeps calling you to tell you she's okay. Why does she keep calling you to tell you she's okay?
She called me 3 times.
Okay.
I called at 10. At 12, she called me to let me know that she threw up.
Okay.
Okay? After she finished eating her lunch, she threw
Okay.
up. I said, okay, because maybe the Robitussin brought up the flame. That's why she asked, did she throw up a lot? She says, no, just little mucus. I said, okay,
Okay.
not to worry. At 5:30, around 5-ish, between 5:30, I got 2 calls from her. She said, the way I see her, you're going to need to take her to the hospital.
Okay.
I said, is she okay? I said, oh yeah, she's okay. I said, do I need to call 911? She says, no, she's okay. You need to come. I said, okay. But the fact that I told her, because she doesn't remember, she doesn't know the distance that I'm driving. Because at 12 o'clock, I told her I'm coming. So at 5:30, she said that, are you nearby? You need to come because you need to take her to the hospital. I said, is she okay? She says, yes, she's okay. I said, okay, I'm almost there. By the way, as a matter of fact, I didn't even get there. So I get there around 6:45.
So at 5:30, she told you she thinks she needs to go to the hospital,
Mhm.
and you made it home close to 2 hours later.
No.
You said about
Hour and
7.
a half.
Yeah.
'Cause she
Before
made it-
7. I think I got there before 7 because I think when I made the call was 9. When I called 9 was 7. I was already home before 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I was. And I said, I'm coming. And then I came. And when I came, I'm like, and she said, well, I didn't want you to worry on the en route.
So at 5:30, she told you she thinks she needs to go to the hospital,
Mhm.
and you made it home close to 2 hours later.
No. She said, yeah, she's okay. I said, I'm almost there.
I saw her and I just have some concerns regarding, all the bruising on her. And I just,
Mhm.
I haven't been able to wrap my head around it as to the cause of all those bruises and all those marks, And you said that you never spank your kids.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so how can you explain the ulcers on her hands and on her knees?
I told you you was not around. She started hurting herself. Winnet can tell you. You see her ear, lobe, that happened in front of Winnet one Saturday. She just picked on it and then she came with blood. She can tell you she went to the bathroom. When she came from the bathroom to the point, I thought she had, I don't know. I even was asking prayer for her. You understand what I'm saying? She can say she can go into the bathroom. When she came out of the bathroom, she went with a pool of blood. But all those things happening when I'm not here. Sometimes, you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I'd be in my room working, and then Ina will come and say, "Mom, come and see." Okay? She will go and hurt herself in the bathroom. Okay?
So why would she do that?
I
What
don't know. When I asked her sometimes, I said, "Why are you doing it?" She said, "Sometimes she said, because I miss you, mommy." But I know some of them do when she's fighting with Papa.
But you said it was a lot of blood. You said blood everywhere.
Sometimes, anything may cause her to bleed a lot.
Okay.
She's a child.
And then when you look at her, where would she be bleeding from?
When she has this, I don't know what, she went to the bathroom, you're going to see that, I think it was her left or right. She got caught, she did something to the faucet. Because when I asked her, what happened, where did it, she said, here, what we were trying to do, she was trying to pull it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was not a big stuff, but she kept picking on it. Picking. And I kept, every time I cover it, when I'm not around, she uncovered it. Okay? And then, when she did the ears, and then when she's fighting with Papa too, because this is 2 strong characters, she and Papa. Like, Papa will hit Titi will let go, not her. She will fight back. You understand what I'm saying? But I know she. I'm not going to negate about those marks on her. But she was self-injuring herself in the bathroom. And even though if not in the bathroom, she can sit here and she does something to her knees. You see her knees too, right? Yeah. And her chest, she was like peeling. I don't know.
So, because it's not just to her knees, to her back of her hands, to her shoulders. She did all that by herself?
The bruise that she had here, it was a fall.
Okay, when?
She fell in the bathroom.
Okay, and when was this?
Again, when I wasn't here.
Okay, so who was there?
Lynette.
So Renette was there when she fell in?
Yeah.
This is Samaya's body, the day that she was found deceased.
Mm-hmm.
How did she get these injuries to her body?
I told you with the soap that we bought, she has an allergy to it. The soap at the Dollar Tree. Remember I told you when they picked up that soap, and she was like this is an old thing. It's not something new, and she was itching, peeling. You see her face. You have her face. You see the thing here.
Right.
The scar that she has here. Her body for some reason gets scarred easily. Okay, so when she got the allergic reaction, so we with the soap, she was itching all over. That's when I started putting the Benadryl on it. You understand what I'm saying? So you can see.
Itching. So there's a lot of marks on her abdomen. A lot.
The whole. That's remember I told you the whole thing here, and she was like itching because she had a bad reaction to the soap. So that's when we stopped using it. Even Ayana had it too. They both had it.
So if that's allergies, why didn't you take her to a doctor?
That's a setback. You understand what I'm saying? Because I took everything on my hand. You understand what I'm saying? She saw the doctor with this after everything was healed when she went for her checkup. It was not something that happened I would say that happened before I even adopted her. It's not something new.
That did not happen before you adopted her.
Let me see, 2017.
That did not happen.
2017.
We have medical records prior to you adopting the children, and that was not on her body.
No.
Do not tell me that was on her body.
She was at my house 2016.
Okay. This was not on her body before you adopted her.
What I'm saying, when they took their pictures, that happened after they took their pictures.
Let's take stock of what we've heard so far. Somaya had open wounds on her hands, arms, shoulders, and knees. She had bruising and ligature marks, linear scars consistent with being struck by a belt, rope, or similar tool. She had what appeared to be burn marks. And Gina, a trained registered nurse, has an explanation for every single one. The soap from the dollar store caused the welts. Somaya injured herself in the bathroom. She fell. She scratched. She picked at scabs. She was clumsy. She fought with the other children. The problem the detectives keep returning to is this. The medical records from before Gina adopted Somaya show none of these injuries. They appeared after she came into Gina's care. And Gina, despite her medical training, never once took Somaya to a doctor about any of it. She treated everything herself, at home, with honey, aloe, and Benadryl.
You guys already see me as a monster.
We don't see you as a monster. We would have taken 6 or 7 hours to talk to you if we felt like you was a monster, Miss Annie.
But I don't know what to say anymore.
I understand you don't know what to say anymore. My partner just asked you to tell us the truth. I'm asking you to tell us the truth. We've given you more than enough opportunities to tell us what happened. My partner just explained to you, we don't think you're a monster. 7 hours later of talking to you and trying to get to the bottom of this, you think we thought you were monsters? You can't believe that. You can't believe that. We've given you every opportunity to just explain how the children were injured and what happened the day that the children's hands were burned. That's all we're asking you to do is tell us the truth so we can move on. We're stuck right here. We're stuck right here.
Have you ever taken those kids to a charity? None. None whatsoever. Have you ever taken their hands? Have you ever taken their legs? Have you ever taken them to anything?
I heard that they were sleeping on the floor. They didn't have any food.
We don't want to hear about what you heard, ma'am.
We don't want to know, listen, okay, we don't want to know about what you hear because technically that's hearsay. Okay, that's inadmissible. We want to know the facts. Okay? We want to know the facts as it happened. All right? I'm looking at this chart. There's 15 questions, and 5 of them you show deception, which means that you're not being truthful on them. Do you know what corporal punishment is? Okay.
What is it? What is it?
Corporal punishment is when you hit the kids with a stick or whatever, and then they acquire
It's not necessarily just a stick, a belt.
Can be anything. Yeah.
And you've never hit the kids. That I find that very hard to believe.
The only person I hit is Papa.
And how would you hit Papa?
On his butt. I pop him when he's hitting the kids. He's the only one.
Okay. When you said to me earlier that Maya's being Maya, that Maya's just doing outlandish things, you can't tell me that you would pop Papo and not pop Samaya.
Maya has been Maya. I mean that she can. Okay, first of all, I took the class, and I know I'm not allowed to hit the kids, and I was not going to hit the kids, so I don't hit my kids.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I don't hit my kids. I would not hit the kids, okay? When I said Maya's been Maya, for example, if we are talking to her, she got mad, she's on the floor. She's going to start doing everything. I just tell them, leave her alone. Let Maya be Maya. You know, so I mean, she was kind of stubborn. When she put herself on the floor, she will pee-poo on her and until she get up. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, okay, Maya been Maya. And then after that, when she been here, I said, okay, clean up your mess. That's what I meant, being Maya, been Maya. You understand what I'm saying? But
You've never spanked Maya.
Maya wasn't
So earlier, see, this is what I'm talking about. So earlier, we asked you if you believe in corporal punishment, and we asked you if you ever spanked the kid. You said no. Now you're saying that you Popple.
Yeah.
So you see how the inconsistencies.
Yeah. Popping is not really spanking. If I pop someone on their butt, to let go.
It's still spanking. It's still spanking. Whether you use your hand, whether you use a belt, whether you use a paddle, or in Haitian, whether you use a matzi net. It's still the same thing. Okay.
And because you have a master's degree, you can't tell me that you don't know that's what that means.
I know it.
Popping is corporal punishment because you're hitting the child.
So why would a young girl say yes? When she gets mad, she would tape herself. Why would a young girl say that?
When she gets mad, she will tape herself.
Like when you get mad, you would tape them up.
What would I?
I mean. Why would a young girl say that?
Ayana.
Whether it's Ayana, Tatiana, TT.
But I don't know. Why would I tip them? I don't use tip.
Yeah, you do because there's a picture where you have boxes. I guess that's supposed to go to 80, and you use that brown tape to tape those boxes. So you do use tape. That's a lie.
I didn't have that tape. They came and wrap it for me.
Okay,
and with the plastic too.
Let me see. Do you have the photos? Because I saw that tape. If not, I got it on my desk.
I don't know if I have it printed out here. Let me look.
So again, there's a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the bathroom. Brown tape that you used to wrap boxes with.
I don't wrap the boxes. I had somebody come and wrap them for me.
Okay, so whether you wrap them or not, you got tape inside your house. And the kids are saying that you taped them to a chair. Listen, if you taped them to a chair as a form of punishment, okay, you taped them to a chair. They're not dead. If that's what you use to get them to sit still, okay, so what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? Why would a young girl say that if it didn't happen to them?
And then have the injuries to show it.
She has injuries that
She has those crazy looking marks around her body, her abdomen.
Gina, did you use the tape to tape them on the chair?
I don't.
You've never used the tape? Never?
And then, the reason why I didn't report the burns, because I didn't want people to get in trouble.
When you say you didn't want people to get in trouble, who?
I didn't want, so she's doing me a favor, right? She's babysitting the kids for me, and I'm not paying her. You understand what I'm saying? It's an incident. Even her son one day got burned, but it was like a second-degree burn. You understand what I'm saying? But she took her son to the hospital. But in my case, they were not second-degree; they were like first-degree burns. You understand? I said, okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna put some zinc oxide in some aloe, because I always have aloe in some honey and things. They will dry like in a week. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't see the need because I got everything under control, but I should have taken them. You understand what I'm saying? I should have taken them. But when the question is, did I burn them? I would never. You guys don't know how much I love those kids. You know, as a matter of fact, you didn't know me. I lost over 60 pounds because I cannot even sleep at night because Papa used to sleep with me, Papa and Titi. Okay, so I'm still missing my kids, and I still want my kids back.
She just admitted she knew about the burns. She admitted she chose not to take the children to the hospital. Not because she didn't think it was serious, but because she didn't want to get her babysitter in trouble. The babysitter, Raynette, was doing her a favor by watching the children for free, so Gina treated first-degree burns at home with honey and aloe and said nothing. Meanwhile, the children told investigators a very different story. They described being taped to chairs. They described injuries that didn't match any of Gina's explanations. They described a home where Samaya was sick, visibly sick, for far longer than the Thursday night that Gina insists was the first sign. And Gina, who has a master's degree, who is a trained registered nurse, who knows exactly what corporal punishment means, spent 9 hours in that room insisting she had nothing to hide.
And I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm not going to say a word. I want to hear from you. I'm not even going to write. What happened to these kids? That's a question that I just asked you. What happened? We're all parents here.
I need help.
Okay. We can get you that help, Gina.
I need
That's part of
my
job.
kids.
What happened?
I need help.
We're going to get you that help.
I need my kids back.
Well, you got to tell us what happened. Let's not waste any more time.
I need help.
And we can get you that help, I told you. That's why we got victim service coordinators here. What happened?
Every time I open my mouth, people say I'm lying, so I don't want to open my mouth anymore, but I just need help.
You need help in what? Because I can't give you help if I don't know what you need help for.
I need help to cope with everything.
Cope with what?
To cope with everything. I need help.
With what?
With everything.
Everything like what? Listen, you know, one of the hardest things in life is to do right. That's one of the hardest things to do in life. Listen, I'm not angry at you, but I am angry because you know why?
I'm angry too.
Because let me tell you something.
But that should never happen.
It should have never happened. But you know what? We're parents. I love kids. I have a passion for kids. It's our job to protect them. It's our job to protect them. And as parents, sometimes we make mistakes. Listen, I grew up Haitian. I know.
I don't want you guys to say Haitian. That has
Listen.
to do with the way I was raised.
No.
My mother was very different.
Okay, your mom was different. Okay? I know how it is. I know the struggle. But that doesn't excuse what's been done. Now's the time to do the right thing so that we can get you the help that you need.
Excuse me. You guys don't understand with all those allegations and not understand the pictures. When I say the odds are against me, I'm not talking about you guys. The odds are against me, okay? But when I'm sitting in the court for Aina to say that I gave the girl bleach and after I gave her the bleach, she passed away. You understand what I'm saying? And you guys just like falling on whatever she said. How am I going to give her bleach? And you understand what I'm saying?
Listen, if that was the case, you would have been in jail a long time ago.
But they believe her.
Listen, I'm not talking about yesterday. I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
And I think between myself and this detective, we're the people you will want to talk to and tell the truth to. We've given you and afforded you every opportunity.
Good.
Come on now, Mr. Manuel. We have been together since 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah. But part of the story is true, part of the story is not true.
Then tell us what. Tell us what.
But if I open my mouth, it's gonna again. You guys are saying.
Just tell the truth.
Okay?
Just tell the truth.
All we want to hear is the truth, Gina. Gina, that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. We spent the last 8 hours listening to some lies, some not so lies. I don't know what to believe anymore.
That's why I'm not opening my mouth anymore, because whatever I'm going to say, you know.
No, we're ready to hear.
Listen.
We're ready to hear the truth.
Turn the damn page. Tell us what the hell happened to these kids.
Okay. Okay, let me start with the signs and symptoms. That I'm telling the truth, Maya was not sick. Didn't have any upper respiratory problem prior to Thursday. That Thursday, okay? But as far as the wounds, she started having them. She's speaking on them too. You understand what I'm saying? And at time, I throw shoes at her. Okay? But
And why do you throw shoes at her?
when she is like spitting on the floor, she is spitting on the floor and then peeing on her. And then that time, one time she put all the poo on the wall. Okay.
We know that because the kids told us that.
Okay, and then I'm like, why you did this? And then she wasn't sleeping, okay? And the first time she did that, she was when we were at the group home, she pulled on her. And then she messed up the whole thing. I didn't do anything to her. But the second time, I'm like, girl, why you did this? And I threw the shoe at her. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you did?
That's what I did to discipline her that time. You know, I say.
Did you spank her with a shoe?
No, I just threw the shoe at her. And I'm like.
And where did you hit her when you threw the shoe at her?
Her back.
Okay.
And I made her clean up the spot, okay? And as for Ayana, I never touch Ayana. But Tanaya, I popped her sometime because her and Papo, she and Papo, so when she goes to school, they will tell me certain things that she's doing. I'm like, you're not supposed to be doing that, you're not supposed to be doing that. Yes, I did pop, you know. Okay, so I am telling the truth.
So I'm asking you, do you recall beating her with a belt, extension cord, anything that would cause this loop mark?
I don't know if when she was having the fight with the belt at the school.
A belt fight at the school?
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, anyone in the health care profession, which is what you're administrative at a school, the duty to report, if there was some type of injury that was caused like this that would leave this kind of mark, they would have a duty to call it in and report it. So this would have been documented. So this happened in your care and it was not documented.
Okay.
Which means?
That I understand.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying. Did you spank her with the belt or hit her with a shoe or hit her with an extension cord or anything that was
when she was having the fight with the belt at the school. You understand what I'm saying? Because they were fighting.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If she received this injury at the school would have had a duty to report it. She would have had to receive some type of medical care. They would have had to document that she had this injury from there.
They called me right away, but I don't think they checked her body.
So how do you know she was hit with the belt here on her stomach?
I said maybe, since it's a loophole from the belt, I said when she was having the fight with the belt. When she was having the fight with the guy, with the little boy, they both were fighting.
Let's be clear about what just happened. Gina just offered a new explanation for the loop mark, the ligature scar, on Somaya's body. She's now saying it might have come from a belt fight Somaya had with a boy at school, not from anything Gina did, not from a rope or extension cord in the home, from a school fight. But the detective already addressed this. If a child came to school and was injured with a belt, a visible, permanent scar, the school would have been legally required to document it and call it in. There is no record of that happening, which means the injury did not come from school. It came from somewhere the school couldn't see, underneath Somaya's clothes, in the home where she was left every day. And Gina, despite 9 hours of questions, cannot produce a single consistent answer for how it got there.
1 second. Okay, Mr. Manuel, if you can go ahead and stand up for us, please. Go ahead and turn around and face the wall. Put your hands up there, I'm going to have to pat you down. Okay? Huh? I just asked you, sweetheart. You said you didn't have to go. We'll do it when we get over there, baby. So no.
Can I use the
That's not
bathroom?
start.
Can I use the bathroom, please?
No.
Let her use the bathroom. Let her use the bathroom.
Why do you have to use the bathroom now? I just asked you if you have to go to the bathroom.
Can I use the bathroom? Can I talk to you? I want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk anymore,
I want
sweetheart.
to talk to
10
you.
hours.
I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you.
Please.
I want to talk to you.
What do you
I
want
want
to
to
talk
talk
to
to
me about?
you. Would you please close the door and let me talk to her?
We gotta go now. You gotta know. We had plenty of time to talk to us.
Can I use the bathroom?
I'm not gonna take you to the bathroom now. When we get to the jail, I'll let you go straight
Why
to the
are you
bathroom.
going to the jail?
Turn around, sweetheart. Turn around. Put your hands up there.
Where's my son?
Your son is with DCF, I believe. I think you spoke to them earlier and they were gonna take him home.
I didn't speak to nobody.
Okay. So that you know, you're being charged with child abuse and child neglect for not seeking the medical care for the children
Charge of religion, I can stay firm.
and then causing some injury to the children. You're gonna go to home now.
After nearly 9 hours, Gina Emanuel was placed under arrest and charged with child abuse and child neglect for failing to seek medical care for the children in her custody. Somaya was 6 years old when she died. She had been in Gina's care after being adopted through the foster care system, a system designed to give children who had already suffered a safe place to land. The injuries documented on her body, the ligature marks, the burns, the open wounds, didn't exist before she came to live with Gina. The children in that home told investigators what they witnessed, and Gina, a trained nurse with years of medical experience, spent 9 hours explaining it all away. Every mark had a reason, every injury had a story, every death had somebody else to blame. What this case demands we remember is simple. The children told the truth. They always do. And someone should have listened sooner.